situation?
uh Gives me chills. So basically, like, how I used to emasculate men was a lot of times, I would compare them to other men. Like, oh, well, Brittany's husband doesn't do this. Brittany, her husband does this or her husband does that, and like and like all the things that women do to kind of control, because we know that sex is something that we can use. That's a card that we have, right. And a smart woman knows that, like.
See, this is why you have to exit this. All of these philosophies, all of these red pill, blue pill, black pill. You have to exit. You have to exit this, and I would say I'm more in alignment with Sigma. Sigma is more in alignment with me right now, because I just don't conform to these kind of rules. I don't conform to these rules, so I cannot be manipulated. I can go into detail about how women will try to gain the upper hand on you, how women will try to gain the upper hand, and like, listen, like, women are the weaker gender. Well, why are they weaker? Well, physically they will never match up to a man's strength. A true man in his masculine self, they will never match up. Mentally, women are also weak because they are subject to their own emotions. Men actually have the ability to turn off their emotions. Men do not have to be emotional. The only reason men will be emotional is if they choose to be emotional, whereas women, they're on autopilot. They're on autopilot to their emotions constantly, day in and day out, and therefore that makes them subject to weakness that men are not subject to. So,
it's like a reward system, but here's the catch: right. Is that what you were talking about earlier is. I'm afraid sometimes to give this information out to women, because if they use it for bad. And a man will never forgive you if you use it for bad. Like, they can sniff it. You guys can smell it out. So
yeah, you see, once you've been through relationships, once you've had breakups, once you know the game, it's almost impossible to be manipulated. Once you have to go through these things. You have to go through relationships. You have to get cheated on. You have to know how the game works. You have to know the nature. You have to know women's biology. You have to know how things work. And once you know this, you cannot be manipulated. It cannot happen, because you already know. You already know the tactics. You already know the game. You already know the strategies. And so
far, if we use it to manipulate you, if we use it to control you, so like, you have to, you have to take that off.
See, I've known guys that wasn't getting sex and they just went out and cheated on the woman. It's that simple. If you don't give men sex, they will go out and get it elsewhere. It's that simple. Pussy is not power. We'll just go get it elsewhere.
Off the table. You cannot use sex as a weapon, right. Or as a...
No, you can't, because we'll go get it elsewhere.
A tool for manipulation. I would criticize, and like, I remember my ex-fiance would like leave his clothes next to the clothes pin. He would like leave it right next to the clothes pin, or the, versus like putting them in. Yeah. And I'd be like, I have to take care of a child now too, and a fiance. Yeah, I know. I was bad.
If your woman starts doing this, it's been time to leave for about a year now. That's all I'm gonna say.
You'd have been cut. You'd have been.
That was a bitch. That was a bitch. Man. I mean, so I was like, I know. I'm admitting it. I'm telling you guys, like, this is, we say it sometimes, like, and the reason why our tongues can be so...
She says she's reformed and everything, but women cannot actually reform. It's built into their biology. Like I said before, why? It's because women are weak. They need these things to strategize. They have to strategize against men. This is what brought forth feminism, the feminist agenda.
Sharp is, you guys are stronger than us physically.
Right.
Like, so why are women so mean on social media? Why are women so cutting with our words? Because that's our weapon. That's what we use to cut men down. And what all the things I've learned now is like, men respond to positive reward, and like, oh, they're like, oh, I don't want to treat my man like a dog. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Roof, roof. Roof, roof, baby. Woof, woof.
The end result is broken marriages, fatherless homes or motherless homes. The end result is AI. The end result is having sex with robots, having marriage with robots, having relationships with robots. That is the end result of people acting like this. That is the end result. And, the biology, again, I'll get into that, it's almost hardwired now into women. Like I said, with the feminist movement, it's hardwired. So it's very hard to change.
I'm just, right? So, I mean, I guess so I tell women, I'm like, well, then you don't want to have a relationship with a man. Because if I would, so now it's like what I do is reward that behavior, right? Like, or say, honey, like, I really love when you do this. It makes me so happy. Versus come from a place of like automatic negativity. It will shut them down. It will emasculate them. It will make them feel like they're less of a man.
You see, a lot of guys now are choosing to go to prostitutes, or they're choosing to date women. Well, not even date women, they choose to just hook up with women. This is the result. This is why you have to blame the woman. The woman has to be blamed for this. It's because of how she acts, because with her emotions, she cannot control her own energy. It is ultimately the energy that she cannot control.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's just to name a few. But
treat them like a dog. That's a good one. If I was a TikTok, if I helped women, I would make a video say treat them like a dog. Men would,
I don't know.
If I do good, give me a treat. You'll get a.
That might go viral, but that might go viral for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I did a video that I got in trouble about it. How to train a woman, but. It sounds bad to the ears when your woman hears it, but this is how men talk. And it's like, you don't have a problem with your job train you, right? Mm-hmm. But it wasn't like bad. It was just like, when she treats you good, you treat her good. When she doesn't treat you good, you stand up for yourself. It was this type, but I did it to be provocative for how to train them.
Yeah, see, that's an issue as well, is guys allowing this type of behavior and not, they allow it to go on, and it continues. You just have to walk away. You have to leave. You have to walk away. That's as simple as that. There is no compromise with some of these women. You have to realize that it's built into the biology, the emotion. They cannot control the emotion. They cannot control the negativity. They need the drama. They need the toxicity. So sometimes you got, well, all the time, you just got to walk away if your woman's like this. So,
woman. Because this was when the feminist was coming at me, and I was kind of going back at them. I knew that would trigger them. But I got in some big trouble. They suspended my account for a couple of days and everything behind that. So.
Wow. Yeah. See, I'm trying to be PC now with TikTok because it's already happened once.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.